After a long 10 weeks, we're back at North Geelong, and guys, match of the round against Corio. What are the vibes like at training on Tuesday?
Tonight was really good, I thought. Vibes are up, boys are up and about. Coming off a tough loss against Imber on the weekend. Good one to come in and bounce back to, I reckon, against Corio. Massive problem.
You start your Tuesday sessions with a bit of match review. Other than your robbed goal, what was discussed today as a team?
We're just, with the young players we've brought into this group, we're just sort of trying to focus on implement the drills that we do at training to bring them into the game day on a Saturday. We do a lot of stuff where we just want to take control of the ball, chip it around, just get a feel for it and whatnot. But until that starts to click, I reckon that our best footy's still in front of us. Having such a young list, it's going to take time, but we're prepared to play it out. Us older boys, we guide them as much as we can. But yeah, it's looking bright, which is why I come back here. It's exciting times, I reckon.
Yep. The game in particular against the Hawks, what worked well for you guys against the reigning premier and what didn't? I mean, I think it's now 5 games for you guys that have been decided by 2 goals or less. So I've got to check your heart rate after this interview. I tell you what worked against the Hawks?
I reckon our pressure, especially our forward line pressure, we've put in a couple of smaller whippets this year that have really taken up the pressure to those top sides. Our midfield, young midfield, exciting midfield, quick midfield. I think we just need to work on getting the game on our terms and controlling the game the way we want to play it. I think sometimes we go a bit too quick, and that's where we get turnovers. We try to go a bit too cute, look for those cute kicks, but when you're not onto them, you can't really afford to hit them, especially late in games where you get turnovers across the half-back line. They result in goals, just those cheap ones that hurt us. But
I think the most exciting thing about Saturday was our fight was like we never laid down. I think they got in front by like 5 goals with 10 minutes to go. So our last 10 minutes, it was credit to the young boys and everyone involved. Like, we didn't lay down, we just kept fighting until the final siren.
Well, that's a good segue to our opposition. You're playing Corio. It's going to be a big day for them, their 50th anniversary as a club. Big crowd of red and white at all-in-one oval. And when we talk about North Geelong Corio, we look at the rivalries in the 1990s, but boys, tell me what's the modern day rivalry like? I know the last round in 2023, it pretty much came down to pride and who got over the line, and I believe it was the Magpies' first and only win for the season.
Yeah, that was massive, that last round. So yeah, just every year you can lock it in for a classic. Doesn't matter how good one side's going or how bad the other one is. It's always seems to be an arm wrestle of a day. And like them boys over there, they've come a long way. Like credit to the Bennett boys, they've turned that club around massive. And like, yeah, it's huge. So massive day on the calendar.
Yeah. Now the coach, obviously he wasn't there last year. I want to start with you, Zac. Your first impression of Peter Riccardi, senior coach?
Oh, I couldn't praise him enough. He's turned this group around massively. Like to go from the 1 win last year to now what we're 4 and 6, I think, and still plenty of footy to go. The amount of respect the boys have for him and just his first impressions is massive. I couldn't credit him enough.
And Blake, your second impression of him, you've had some glory with him in different colours. Now you want to do it again in the black and white.
Yeah. No, it took a while to get him over here, and obviously I like to think that me playing here sort of got him over the line a little bit, but you can just see the respect on the boys when he's talking. All eyes are up. It's quiet. He's a big person around this neck of the woods, and to have him as a coach, it's just massive. His footy brain and what he brings to a club, it just goes to show how quick he can turn a club around. Like, last year was a year we don't like to talk about, but what he's done this year in such a short amount of time, it's been unreal.
Yeah. Really quick one from both of you. You've played 10 of the 11 sides. Who's the team to beat out of who you've played so far?
East Geelong for me.
Yeah, I'll go East Geelong.
Yeah. Well, this is the big one. We don't usually go to the away teams in the lead up to the broadcast match, but the rivalry between North Geelong and Corio is massive. So Zac, I think we're going to finish off with a little flashback back to our Colts grand final from 10 years ago, and I believe you got to hand the Premiership Cup to a club legend of this. So let's take a look at this memory. Who's a club legend at North Geelong?
Yeah, from kick that.
Oh, well done, thanks, Zac.
How good is that?
I'll tell you what, there was a very tight finish on that game. So only me and my dry cleaner knew how close it got towards the end, I can tell you.